We start the episode with Invincible and Amber attending some kind of superhero convention and getting casually disgusted at all the nerdy cosplayers dressing up as Invincible. Invincible tries to talk more and be open with Amber so that their relationship is not left in the gutter. Amber tells him that anything is fine as long as they are spending more time together. They then stand in a line so that Invincible gets his copy of Xian's dog autographed, and he has a fourth wall, and honestly, quite corny, talk with the creator of his favorite show. It feels like the show is trying to be self-aware and sassy. Just take more time and animate better, bro. It is not that deep. Anyway, Amber and Invincible plan the rest of their day, but apparently Adam Eve has something to say about it, because her useless ass calls Invincible to go check on the dumbass called Rexplode, since he ran away from the hospital like an annoying man-child to go on a solo mission. Bunch of morons, I swear, man. Invincible tells Amber and she tells him to go and check on Rex, but she is really annoyed about it. We then see Rexplode fighting a giant octopus man, while his smaller octopus buddies steal from some kind of vault. Rex of course taunts him like he is some big shot, while he hurls literal explosion farts in his face. The giant octopus man obviously brushes off all of this and beats the hell out of Rex, almost killing him like the dumbass he is if it wasn't for Invincible joining the fight and punching the big octopus man before he crushed Rex. Invincible tries to take on the big octopus man, but Rex is an insecure baby of course, so he tells him he is going to take care of him, while Invincible takes care of the smaller guys. Rex miraculously takes care of the big guy, because he just discovered his new robot hand has a goddamn cannon attached to it. After the fight, Invincible sympathizes with the way Rex is dealing with himself after almost getting killed, but also throwing some massive shade by just stating point blank that he left Amber to be here. Rex tells him that he owes him one, and that next time, the Guardians will cover for him. Meanwhile, Rudy tries to get Monster Girl to get used to fighting using a robot that she can control with her mind, just like him. She's frustrated with the whole thing and continues to take offense at him, trying to find a way around her curse. Bulletproof and Black Samson are watching from a distance, and Bulletproof complains about the Guardians supposedly being the best of the best, but are in fact dysfunctional, with every member of the team carrying a ton of baggage and engaging in seemingly unnecessary drama. Black Samson disagrees and attempts to retort, but they are interrupted by the loud sounds coming from Cecil's office, where Immortal is trying to quit the team, and Cecil is refusing. Immortal tells him that he is unstable and could have cost them all the Mars mission by not trusting Invincible. Cecil agrees to give him a temporary leave of absence and calls Rudy in to lead the team again. William's boyfriend wakes up sweaty once again from a nightmare about Sinclair. William tries to comfort him, but his boyfriend is too shaken up to give in. Back to Cecil once again. It seems everyone who sees him today thinks of quitting, because Donald just tells him he wants to resign, point blank. Donald tells Cecil that he never asked for this, and Cecil crossed a line. Cecil retorts by apparently showing him who may have actually authorized this by sitting him down to watch countless videos of all the times Donald got killed in action. Meanwhile, Invincible meets with the dean of the university, and he gives him two choices. Either commit to the university or do whatever you need to do. Invincible chooses to commit, but the dean doesn't believe him and gives him a month to think about it. Donald goes back to Cecil, shocked at the fact that he was the one that originally requested for his memories to be erased. Cecil tells him that he chose that because it would not be feasible to carry all this trauma and that it has always been his call. Donald accepts the fact and requests for it to happen again. Meanwhile, Debbie gets dropped off at her house by her co-worker, who then asks her out on a date. She accepts and then takes over from the nanny while greeting Oliver and Invincible. Invincible then has a talk with his mother about his relationship with Amber. He asks her about her early relationship with Omni-Man and how she survived that all the way to marriage. She gives him some pointers, but also affirms that her relationship was mostly lonely, yet she never regrets a moment because she had him. Meanwhile, Donald goes to William after he called him earlier to save his boyfriend from jumping off a ledge. Donald tries to talk him out of it and realizes through this that he should not erase his memories because that is what makes both of them human. Learning to live with your decisions and relationships. This little speech convinces William's boyfriend to nod off himself. Invincible shows Amber that he took all the communication off and tells her that he requested 2 days off a week from Cecil, even if he was annoyed at that, while also making sure the Guardians cover for him most of the time. Amber thinks it is unethical, but Invincible tells her he chooses her over anything. Amber likes the sound of that, and they go on an exciting date that only a superhero could give you. They sit down at some restaurant and chit-chat about a possible vacation and other stuff. A Viltrumite by the name of Anessa sneaks up on Amber and holds her neck while threatening to break her if Invincible doesn't listen to her demands and talk with her alone and away from everyone. Invincible promises that he will do whatever she wants if she just leaves Amber and everyone at the restaurant right now. Anessa agrees and tells Invincible she will be waiting for him. Invincible immediately hugs the freshly traumatized Amber and tries to comfort her before he goes. Invincible then suits up and opens communication back with Cecil so that he could keep an eye on them. He goes to talk to her, and she gives him some pseudo-intellectual bullshit about humans killing the planet and dying out, while the Viltrumites have the resources and the technology to truly save them. Cecil then gets an alert about a kaiju-level monster attacking a ship and tells Invincible to play to Anessa's word and see if she actually cares. Invincible tells her he will go save some humans, and she accompanies him to see Omni-Man's son at work. Invincible tells Anessa to wait aside as he takes on the monster that is doing so much damage and knocking him away. Anessa appears disappointed in this display, and she shows Invincible how she takes care of things by speeding like a bullet and cracking the monster's head open, killing him instantly. Anessa reiterates her point about Viltrumite rule making the planet safer, and Invincible gets frustrated and tells her to leave while readying himself for a fight. She berates him before beating the absolute shit out of him. Anessa reminds him that he has a mission and that he needs to prepare the planet for Viltrumite rule. Cecil tells him to lie and tell her that he will do it so that she leaves for now, but Invincible refuses and tries to attack her again, but she knocks him away with ease. She almost kills Invincible, but she tells him that it is not her mission, and soon another Viltrumite will come to see if he is still refusing his destiny. She prays he learns from his mistakes before flying away. Invincible goes back to Amber. They have a heart-to-heart as Amber details how she feels that she has no agency in Invincible's world, and that was highlighted greatly with Anessa's hand around her neck threatening her. Not to mention how she doesn't want to be the bad person for wanting to be selfish and have some time with her boyfriend instead of him always saving the world. They cry together, while still not reaching a concrete answer on how to navigate this rocky situation. Invincible then goes and sits alone on some roof, before getting a call from his mother. He responds, but instead of his mother, it is actually that bitch Angstrom holding his mother and half-brother at gunpoint basically, and telling him to come back home. Anessa goes back to General Craig to tell him that she failed in convincing Invincible to come to his senses. She appears somewhat conflicted, thinking Omni-Man and Invincible are brainwashed or something. Suddenly, the ship spots Alan the alien flying through space, and Anessa goes to fight him. Her punches surprisingly don't hurt him like before, and he tries punching her in return, only to knock her back and cause her to bleed. She is shocked and wants to capture him to research how a Unopan is this powerful. He toys with her for a while, but then pretends to be knocked out so he could be taken to their ship. Some real cool action and some consequential narrative points in this episode. But of course, this should be expected from the penultimate episode of the second season LOL. We are introduced to yet another new Viltrumite, and I can already tell I am going to be so annoyed by her attitude. She appears to be conflicted, however. It was also good to see Alan the alien actually powerful. I wonder what he will do back at the Viltrumite ship. This brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this one. Your support helps us grow. And tell me, what do you think of this episode? Do you think Anessa will be an ally, or will she be the secret final boss? Let me know in the comments below. I read all of them. And if you're watching till now, thank you. I'll see you in another video soon.